Republican Representative Tom Emmer, he's from Minnesota as well, and the entire GOP House delegation are calling for a federal investigation on the inaction and proper handling of fraud by Waltz and his entire administration. And then back in 2021, Ilhan Omar actually recorded a publicity video for a restaurant that was at the center of this fraud, Safari Restaurant. This Minneapolis restaurant basically became a front for this money laundering operation. And Ilhan Omar is featured in a video at the restaurant, like, distributing meals to children alike, which is exactly what was behind this entire fraud. Now, she's claimed no involvement in the scandal whatsoever, but we now know that her campaign received $5,400 from two individuals who were later implicated in fraud investigation. And it gets worse, because Omar was actually the sponsor of the Meals Act in 2020, which expanded federal food aid during the pandemic. And this is precisely the very legislation that created the opportunities that fraudsters exploited to steal hundreds of millions of dollars from taxpayers, much of which got sent back to Somalia and ended up in the coffers of a spinoff of freaking Al-Qaeda. Anyway, President Trump isn't waiting for Congress to act. He has officially revoked the TPS status for nearly 1,000 Somalis, and they're being sent back ASAP. And that termination of Somali TPS drew a line in the sand. Fraudsters and those who support terror must be prosecuted, and if they're not citizens, deported immediately. But more than that, Ilhan Omar's constituents basically got caught stealing from the United States from you, the taxpayer, to then funnel money back to Somalia. Now, I would argue that this really is part of a larger trend among the cultural Marxist left known as post-Americanism. And the key to post-Americanism is that the political left today isn't so much about steering our nation towards progressive policies. They're actually more about looting and pillaging our nation for third world gain. So this is why the Democrats are more infatuated with illegal aliens than they are with American citizens. They see our nation and its laws and its systems as inherently racist and unjust, and we came to power by plundering indigenous populations. And now justice demands that those very populations and all third world peoples get to plunder us. And that's exactly what the Somali scam in Minneapolis was doing with your federal tax dollars. And the beauty is President Trump is saying bluntly, no more. Post-Americanism stops now. Again, the key here is that the political battle isn't so much left and right anymore. Conservative versus liberal, Democrat versus Republican. It's really ultimately about American versus post-American. This is about those who love our nation versus those who hate it. It's about those who want to protect our citizens versus those who want to protect non-citizens and illegal migrants. It's about those who cherish our laws and institutions and those who want to destroy them and tear them down and plunder and loot them. It's about those who love versus those who hate, bottom line. That's what the culture wars are ultimately about. Minnesota just got caught, and President Trump is dropping the hammer big time.